Matt, I always thought a 6'3", 250-pound middle linebacker shooting the A-gap at a 4.7 40 was pretty intimidating, but you're in the Daytona 500, they open up pit road, and you look down, you see the whole field coming at you. Interstate highway speed made that linebacker look small real quick.
When it all first began for you, you were commuting from East Carolina. Ray told me that he would buy you a Subway sandwich and a tank of gas.
Yep. It showed pretty quick, from the football to the Rainbow Warriors that, your people is what makes a difference. And then keeping them on board and growing that group is what makes, championship caliber race teams.
The first time you picked up a jack, what was that like compared to walking off the turf at East Carolina and now you're beginning a whole new chapter?
Totally different sports, but had similarities. Technique had a big thing to play with it, with body position and weight transfer and explosion and so forth with that. If 1 second on pit road is linked to a football field, it shows how important those tents are that these pit crew coaches and the crew chiefs and the drivers rely on us for.
So Ray basically recruited you, but then he left and you soon followed.
For me, it was the belief that I had in Ray, quickly assembled from just a handful of guys into a, race-winning caliber race team. And, just to kind of start something from its infancy and just grow it and just watch it blossom was, rewarding. Oh, look at here, buddy.
There you go.
Hey, anybody want to go fish with Matt and Ed? We can put you on some fish and we can talk some good racing stories.
The wait is over for Kyle Larson. He gets the win at the Michigan International Speedway.
We ran that race on 3 pit stops. We maxed every fuel run out. I tell you, Kyle drove his butt off and earned it, but I earned that race just trying to keep that rascal full. And next thing I know, I'm like, how am I out on the racetrack? And oh my God, here he is coming charging just airborne. It was just natural just to catch him. That was awesome.
Martin Truex Jr. now for the season, over 1,000 laps led.
You are the champion, baby. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Holy smokes, what a year 2017 ended up being. And oh my God, Matt and Ed are on the fish big time. I'd never seen a year where we go to the racetrack. Not only were we fastest in practice, we're sitting on the pole and win the race. And then go home, repeat, do it again the following week. I had never had so much fun in my entire life as we did that year.
And at that point, you're like, well, I think I may start slowing down. Joe Gibbs calls you and says what?
Man, you got me choked up. To have someone like Coach Gibbs grab you every race day, be a contributor to his organization and to his team, it's extremely humbling. I'm not in the spirits of wanting to look back. I'm wanting to go make new accomplishments, and in all actuality, I'm living the life right now of being on the best pit crew with the best team, with the best driver. The sky is the limit.
You've been around Rick Hendrick, Ray Evernham, Joe Gibbs. What did you learn from those guys that you're taking into your next chapter as an owner?
With Ed Watkins Marine, it's, again, just like what I've seen and been a part of. It starts with the people. My big vision is to give to the community, give back to the community, be a part of, high schools and high school fishing teams and helping our first responders in the community, taking a proactive approach to make the community a better place to be a part of.
One of the big lessons and motivators and the old Rainbow Warriors was the Rainbow Warrior checklist.
That checklist way back then was something that was engraved into my brain, where it gives such a great tool and visual of where you come from, where you're at, but what's the big goal. I put something very similar on my office door so my team can see that every day. Awesome, buddy.
There we go.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, you go back to our friendship started in 1997.
You did.
We've been pals all these years. Couldn't think of a better way to spend an afternoon out on the lake with you, buddy.
No kidding, buddy.
And still living the dream.